Well, hello everyone, and I'm going to show you how to actually color stuff, like how I did was right here. This is just an example. It's this we're not going to actually color on this. I'm actually got a working project for this. Face shapes still need to be a little tweak. But you can see how cool this looks, and this is what I'm going to show you is actually considered as a simple ways of doing it. So let's actually get a new object, start fresh, so you guys can actually see what's going on. We got this cube right here. I'm going to change this into edit mode, like so. Actually, you know what? Let's just do this. Stretch this out just a bit, making a canvas, kind of like so. Now it looks like a canvas. And if you hit render, this is what we're going to get right now. Go back out of the edit mode, and let's grab this object right here, and we want to move it. If you don't know how to move this objects, I recommend that you. Are we in front or still behind? It's odd. There we go. So let's just move this thing right in front. That way, when we hit our render, wait. It's totally black. Oh! What is doing? Okay. So that's strange. It's like way down there too. Okay. So I call this the paradox thing. Okay, I see. Let's put this in front. We don't want that far back. Now we're kind of in range, not behind the thing. So somehow X, Y, and Z just became weird at that point. So now we got the light on the board itself. That's what we want to see. Now I'm gonna go back to edit mode. Oh, we need to click on the. Make sure you have that selected. All you have to do is left click, switch it to edit mode, and that will give you these little points. If you look carefully, you can see it. And let's subdivide it. Let's see here. Subdivide. So 1, 2. Let's do this right now. Okay, and then you want to deselect the whole thing. One of these come in. Oops. Let's undo. Alright, so let's select A. Weird. Okay, that's what's weird. Okay, there we go. We'll get this whole thing select. Now, by default, it does have a material. So this is your default material. You can make this as any color that you choose, and it will not have an impact on how this is going to come out. And now, if you actually go to this little camera icon, check out render, it will look like this. Okay, kind of like a board. So now I'm going to show you how add new textures to the object. So you want this little icon right there, right by the checker thing, but it's like a ball. And if you see this little screen, and you know you're in the right place. This is a preview. You can have that. Any of these preview would do okay. So what you want to do is add a new little texture right there. It's not assigned to anything, so it doesn't know. So if you say if I select this, 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 you see how these are filled in with the yellow block? That means it is selected. And what you could do is once you select, you can hit assign. So now this is assigned to this material. You can actually add new, and what you could do is change the color. I'm going to make this red, and that's how you can control that. You see how that's changed? You can do all sorts of things. We're gonna make this even more red. So we'll have a glossy as red. You just have to play around with this thing. It's quite useful. I want to also explain you something that you should be wary about. Let's say if I select this, this, if these are not completely connected on all its corners, it's not gonna highlight. I mean, if I add new material, sign, add new, let me make this kind of yellowish green. You're gonna see it did nothing. And if you go to render mode, you can't see anything. So you did not actually do anything to it. So let's get out of this. So let's try to fix that real quick. So let's say you're trying to get a triangle. So what you could do is use this little tool right here. It's called a knife. You can go from here to here, back to the point, hit enter, and it's automatically select the cuts for you, and then you can actually sign it. And now if you look at render, there is that object right there. Now let's say you want to do more than just that. Let's say, oh, that was not meant to happen. Alright, let's say if I want to use knife, I can cut it like straight across there. We can do this in angle. We can actually stop right in there. We can actually return from start. We can hit enter, but you notice it's not complete. So if I would just go ahead sign as is, this is what you're gonna get, and that's easy to fix. So what you want to do, hold shift, select this to all the select. It's okay if you actually deselect something like that. You can reselect it. It does happen. If you have to, just zoom in, and then you can just hit sign. And that will there will translate into this now. See? That's pretty simple. Now you can't unsign it. However, if I were to choose deselect all, go to that the material right here under this round ball next to the checkerboard, which that is the material. You can go to select this, and you can actually select or deselect, so you can see all its selection. And here's another thing you may want to consider watching out for. Let's say if I would do this, 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 and I want to take a knife, run it through right here, hit enter. Now all this is black. If I would assign it to material number 2 versus right over material number 1, it will sometime go over like it did this time, and sometimes it doesn't go over. You have to be careful with overlaying each other, because at times from time this green yellow color would not actually show up. Let's say that's a mistake. There's only 2 ways you can actually do this. You can hit Control Z. That would deselect all that. You also, if you want that cut removed, you can hit Control Z, and there you go. Let's deselect it all. And you see I accidentally turned this into green too. Now I don't think you can actually unsign this. Yeah, see, it does nothing. Let's see here. Maybe there is a way you can remove it. I don't think there is without actually having to delete it all. Let's see here. Yeah, you're not able to remove. You can actually rename this material to, but yeah, if you hit this X right here next to the name of the material, you will deselect it. I mean, it's now have colorless image. If you render, this is all you're gonna get. There's no material on it. Then you can probably, yeah. So you can't get rid of that easy. But I think you could. Let's see, object, cube. No. Let's see. So let's go add new material. We'll take this green. So this is now green. Let me see. Yeah, I tried finding this last night if there is a way to actually deselect something. Just get rid of it. It's like nearly impossible. Alright, so that's material 2. Oops. Material 1. Okay, so this is where the data is actually saved. Let's go ahead, X this out. Deselect. Unable to remove material slot in edit mode. Oh, I remember why. So, get out of edit mode, and go into objects, and then you can actually delete that, which is now this. Presume is a material 1 by default, but we can change that to material 2, or we can actually delete this as well. You cannot delete anything else in ejected mode, and you cannot undo once you make that mark. So there you go. You can actually do all sorts of things, like let's say you want to do this, which you could very well do. So now you got this selected, and you can actually assign a new thing, add materials, and we can make this red. That actually happened. So yeah, this is the thing I was talking about. You have to watch out for. So let's. Ooh, that's interesting. Yeah, it's just something you have to play around. Anyways, that's it. I don't think there's much more I can teach you on this. Yeah, that actually happened. That's what happened. You hit Control X on a selected object. Okay, let's say if I select this, hit Control X, you can actually delete these points manually with just simple Control X. You might not want that line there, and you can just delete it. That's what's going on with that. Alright, I'll see you later, and have a good day. Yeah.